What's going on? It's Glendon, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, all about making that money without a job. Today we're going to talk about digital pimping versus physical pimping and the things that you're going to need, that one thing that you're going to need to make both successful. Before we jump in all that, below the video is the Never Broke Action Pack. Be sure to get that if you never ever want to be broke again. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to start off with something I did the other day. But, there's a few things I'm going to show you. Let's get into the sharing window. I'm going to take you on this little journey with me. All right. You'll see yourself there then. Bam. I put the number of billionaires the other day at 2,500, right? I was off. There's not even 2,000 of them. That's not even a small section in a stadium. That's it. And then if you wanted to put the people who were near billionaire status in the same stadium, there might be 2,000 to 3,000 of them. So we're talking about collectively mega money, not average rich, if such a thing is average rich, but mega rich, 2,000 to 4,000 people in the world out of over 7 billion plus. You do the math. Okay, let me take you to my Facebook page. You're gonna laugh. While I'm doing this, I'm also going to show you some stuff. I put this out in both groups, so if you didn't check into the group, I'm making some big changes with the training that's coming. It's going to be some e-commerce stuff. There's going to be some crazy video stuff. Now, if you're a member of the group and you're tired of waiting on me, which I totally understand, and I'm not going to slam you, I'm not even going to talk bad about you. I'm not even going to send you an Instagram. If you got to go, you got to go. But I'm going to tell you the value that is coming will be insane. All right, so let's jump into this. I kind of jumped back into my Craigslist thing because I was helping a client who loves Craigslist, and we've built some stuff out. And I got a new mattress. I'm gonna do a vlog on that if I ever do a vlog channel again. So I got rid of this. This mattress is the beginning of Hustlers Kung Fu. Let me tell you the story. When I got my first real check, I got this bedroom set. This set's 8 years old, and the mattress is 8 years old. So it doesn't work like it wants, like it needs to work. So we got another one. But I put this on Craigslist, and I got 72 phone calls, because I put the number there, in 5 minutes. Now let's talk about this. This kind of goes into the topic of physical pimping. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did, because there's a lot of people, someone was talking about, like Zola was talking about, like some of your copy, right? Now, this is vintage G when I used to do Craigslist full time. I mean, over 8,000 transactions. I mean, it was selling some every day. I would always oversell. I wanted to get rid of the mattress, right? I didn't take a picture of a mattress. There's a reason I didn't take a picture of the mattress. I took a picture of the mattress on the bed. From learning how to sell furniture, unassembled furniture doesn't sell as fast as assembled furniture. Bedroom sets that are not set up don't sell as fast as bedroom sets that are set up. I have the data on this. I used to make money doing this. I've noticed I could take a bedroom set, put it together, take a picture, have it on the showroom floor. Someone will come in and they'll be like, you sure it's complete? Can you put it together? Seriously, went through this. So to get rid of this mattress was for free, because I mean, it's just beat, I put in work, okay? I'm just gonna say that I put in work. I put a lot of work in on that mattress. I mean, if that mattress could talk, woo, good thing it's gone. But like I said, over 70 phone calls, because so many people looked at this picture that didn't read the copy. And I have this morning, I deleted the ad. I still have people saying, can I buy that bed? And some folks were like, are you giving that away? And I was like, hell no. But part of physical pimping is gathering attention. This is why some products fly off the shelf, some products don't. Very, very interesting. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. I was just kind of like playing around with it. and I put it on the page. It's just, it brought back memories. For those who are listening, maybe 5 minutes, tell us the free story about the pregnant couple, because that was another free story. So with that, we're going to bounce out of there. Let's see, stop, and we will go here, and I will show you. Let's go to the chat room. Oh man, y'all are up in here this morning. Yeah, I kind of went back to the later time because I threw people off yesterday. What's up, Pharaoh? Crash test dummy. What's going on? For the folks who will see this after, there's an active chat room. There's people in there. You know, if you want to be part of the Hustlers Kung Fu live experience, be sure to get on that email list that's below the video. It says, don't miss live shows. All right, what's up, Crash Test Dummy? What's up, Nigel? GTW. You can't believe you're early. You're cracking me up. What's up, Quezzle? What's up, Andrew? Monica, Sacred One. I don't know what you're saying. What's up, Mommy Motivations? Mr. Safety Forever. What's up, Broderick? Kayla? Young Cayman? What's up, Diana? What's up, Lamode? Can a startup? Yeah, digital items is where it's at. I'm gonna break that down. What's up for Mom? Could be. Akuna could be. What's up, Shalise? What's up, David? AKW Beats, what's going on? Lois. What's oh? Oh, you're in here, Zola. That's funny. What's up, Kayla? Carlton, what's going on? Izzy. What's up, April? Long time no see. What's up, Rob? Richard? Never Broke Action Pack and Naja. All right, that's the chat room this first session. We got this a lot of folks here today. All right, cool. All right. The thing is, you need attention, whether it's for digital pimping or physical pimping. And one of the things that I learned how to do was make my Craigslist ads pop. Really good pictures, I had a really good camera. And, you know, many people who do Craigslist, they just kind of throw some stuff up there and wonder why it doesn't sell. There's ways that you can do so much more with less if you are willing to invest literally 2 to 5 minutes per more for ads, which means your average selling price should be a little higher to justify the additional time. Now, I'm going to go because, you know, digital products can be where it is. And here's the problem. Most folks who are attempting to sell digital products and they really struggle. There's no substance. I know. Hustler porn's everywhere. Yes, you can start from scratch with no experience, no list, nothing. Follow my system for $999. And then you get upsell to my personal coaching group for another 2-3 G's a month. And you can start from nothing. All right. One of the reasons I've been able to do this for 8 years, and this is something else. You can go to the channel, you can go to Google, and you can see I've been doing this a long time. This is not just something that I was like, hey, I woke up today and I'm going to do this. Part of the phases is I had real world experience before I started doing YouTube. This is hands down the thing that kills so many people who want to get into digital products. They weren't really good in real life. Now, call me elitist. I don't give a fuck. I was a Craigslist savant. I was an eBay savant. Amazon was pretty easy. You just threw shit up there, it sold. But I knew how to manipulate and use these online systems at a very, very good rate. I can safely say I was probably one of the first people in Atlanta, if not the first 5 to start selling stuff from storage auctions on Craigslist. I was one of the first storage auction people to get on Craigslist. And that's why I got to see how it matured and how to make money with it. Now, you got to get experience. I know people will tell you you don't have to. They will show you Becky from Sunnybrook Farm. That, you know, Becky, she was on math. She was a high school teacher last year. Now she's a boss making 7.8 figures a year. That can happen. It's not probable, but it can happen. So number one, when people are selling you stuff online, stop looking at exceptions, atypical outliers as the rule, because that's what they're selling you. They're selling you the best of the best of the best, making you somehow think that you can possibly duplicate those systems. And it's another thing with hustler porn, I've seen people, they would bring folks on, and there was this girl, she was a graphic designer, she worked for this company, and then she started her own thing. Now, there was two things that were in the copy that I saw that led to her success. She was able to circle back and get clients she had done work before under her own name and make way more money for doing the same work. Number one. So she was really good at what she did. She had established clientele that she did not have to sell. See, because sometimes these people tell you the truth, but you don't know what to look for. You're just like, oh, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. Oh my goodness, she did so well. I can do that. I can do that, right? Except you don't have 15 years of graphic design experience like Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. And, you know, she was just going on and she was just so amazed. Essentially, what happened to Rebecca, and that's not her real name, is she was already very good at doing the work and she created a company. So she went simply from employee to boss doing the same work and quadruple her income. Very simple if you have the right marketing. And, you know, that's what like 30-day, you know, becoming the boss is. The one of my Hustlers Kung Fu courses, Becoming the Boss, it talks about that. Say becoming the boss in 30 days to 2,500, you could do what Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm did for much less. But you got to put in the work. So another thing that, you know, everyone's, you know, I'll just break it down to you. And this is why I say, if you're broke, Dick Danny, start a service business. Fuck what you want to do right now. You got to balance out. You need to be an accountable adult and be able to support yourself, or, you know, if you're living with mom and dad, kick them some dollars every month so they feel better about you being in the basement. It's like, yeah, he's here, but he's contributing. It helps out how people perceive you. I don't care if it's $150 a month. It's better than nothing. So balance out and get that straight, because when you are trying to live and when you're trying to build a business and everybody, your living expenses and the business expenses are eating from the same plate, somebody's going to go hungry. And it's usually the business, because you ain't trying to be homeless. And since you are choking the cash flow is like oxygen to a business. So you're just like, hey, I'm going to take, you know, a pint of oxygen, and your business is like, I think I can make it. I think I can make it. And that's what you do in your business. So that's typically why digital pimping doesn't work for the average people or persons. Well, the good examples of service businesses: lawn service, car wash, social media managers. Go to Angie's List and go to the service section and you will see a ton of stuff. Tony Yang to P. I love some of these names. What's up, man? Or girl? I don't know. I'm going to say girl because it's Tony, but it's with a Y and not an I. But that doesn't mean anything today in 2017. But yeah, I have a video, how to start a service business and make $1,500 to $2,500 a month in 90 days. Just go to the page and you can watch that. Let's see. I saw when I was at the college a person offering to come to the offices and do massage service. Yeah, there's so many. Here's the reason that I think you should have these stages of building your business. Do the service business so you can make some money and support yourself. Because when you try to sell people services and you are broke Dick Danny or penniless Priscilla, that's desperation. Yeah, that's desperation. And from a primitive mindset, and I'm going to go way back to, you know, when, you know, Barney's people, you know, Barney the dinosaur, when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and all that stuff, and the cavemen came out of the cage and Lucy was in Africa and they were all doing this stuff. Resources were scarce. That's why we have fat, because when times were good, you eat, get this fat so you can live, because evolution said, hey, times are going to be bad. The hunter-gatherers are not going to be able to get stuff. So resources were really, really fucking slim. So when somebody comes to you from a position of neediness, your primal brain goes, fuck that. We don't like that. That's not good kung fu. No. I mean, seriously, it is a psychological reaction. People don't consciously go. It's just like there's something. You're like, this is very desperate. This is very unsavory. So If you're trying to eat your business and your personal life and trying to eat off the same plate, desperation, odor of desperation is very easy to creep in and fuck up a lot of your deals. But if you are balanced out where your bills are paid, you got money going in the bank, you got your credit cards paid off. If you can't pay off your car, sell that bitch, get you a hoopty. Yes, sell that bitch and get you a hoopty. You're trying to build the asset. You can't chase the dream and live the dream at the same time. Very few people can do that. Just saying. And balance out. So the point is, you can sit there and talk to a customer and feel like, I don't get the deal, I'm not going to go hungry. And then you can kind of kick back and talk jokes with the client and everything, and realize you can always go back if you leave a certain way. I had people blow me off. I had people hang up on me when I called them, and I wait a week or 2 or 6 months, and I call like, hey, this is Glendon Cameron, Rent a Crate. You're moving? I thought you were supposed to move last year. Yeah, that's right. You're like the only one that followed up on this. Well, we're getting ready to move and we need help. Well, just come, fuck it. You got the deal. That happened because follow-up is the reason that so many people don't make a lot of sales. And follow-up isn't one phone call or one text. It is a predetermined protocol on how and when you will follow up with a prospect. Rent a Crate, most I can bother somebody was a week. One call a week. And then as things got sticky, sometimes I'm like, okay, this guy went off of me, so I'm going to call him 2 weeks from now. Or this thing. So there was a customer relationship management software where I would put my conversations in there, the time I talked to him, what I felt about the client, and I would call him again. I've called some deals that took me 15, 20, 30 calls just to get in. And then, yeah, that's what it took. And if you can follow up, and what I'm teaching you here is if you become really good at something out here in the real world, if you become really good or even great, it's going to be so much easier for you to make money with digital products. It's just going to be, I was fucking up in 2009. My book had typos all over the place. I had my little merry band of haters. I had people leaving bad reviews, and I still made fucking $62,000 from scratch as a digital citizen in 11 months, and I was fucking up. Why? Because I had real life experience. So, well, let's see what's going on. Ellis, yeah, I've been teaching CPR and getting tired. What's up, Douglas? Melissa, Lewis, amen. Yeah, follow-up is very important. Follow-up never ends. And see, this is something else. When you have a sales protocol and you sell a client something, and if you got CRM and you don't change it and you keep up with it, you can have your CRM set up like, okay, it's 3 years. Everybody that we sold something 3 years, let's see what they're doing now and they have any new needs. Someone that you've sold something to before is much, much easier to sell to again. It's like the first time you have sex with your girl. In the beginning, you can't see her naked. She's all shy and everything. But after, you hit it about 10, 15 times, she's walking around the kitchen butt ass naked. Oh, hey, boo. Good morning. You familiar out. I mean, it's the same thing. Let's see. What's up, Leroy? I guess we can learn a little from Grant Cardone. What's up, Rose? What's up, Kayla? What do you call the client software? Okay, this is the reason I'm doing these live streams. This is really, really important stuff. So I'm going to show you what I used to use. Let's see, Goldmind, which they've done some real strange shit. All right, so let's talk about this because I've mentioned it before and people are just really confused. So let's shine some light on the situation. Okay. Now, these are, it's customer relationship management software. I used to use Goldmine. You have all of these companies. You'll have to do your own investigation in that. But I will show you what I used. And it's going to, for most of you, an Excel spreadsheet or maybe High-Rise, which is a Signal 33 product, or I think they sold it. Goldmine is for someone who's building a durable company, because it's not cheap and it has a learning curve. When I worked at Rent-A-Crate, they sent a guy from Boston to train me how to use Rent-A-Crate 8 hours a day for a week. So it's like you can customize it and do a lot of things with it. Let's see, what is the pricing on this? Oh, you got to get a quote. $55 per month per user. They've gone to a service model. It used to be you could buy it and install it on your computer. I think it was like $200 or $300. Matter of fact, for some of you who have computers with CD-ROMs, let's see, you might still be able to get this. And it should be uber cheap. Oh, mine equipment, huh? Let's see. Bam! Whoa, it's only $24. So you need a computer with a CD. Oh, that's in the United Kingdom. Never mind. Gold mine. Is it maybe kind of hard to find. Socials. All right, let's go up here. Yeah, okay. Gold mine and act. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah. 1997. Let's see, what do we have here? Because it's so, all right, turn your contacts into gold. This looks like Windows 95. Oh my goodness. It's got to be something a little earlier. I don't think there is. No, looks like you would have to do this. Huh. That's surprising. I guess when $26 a month. Like I said, this is for a durable company, someone that's doing something that justifies the cost. But CRM is very, very important if you are building something durable. If you're going to develop sales protocols, if you're going to develop a marketing scheme, there's all kinds of things. Ryan Rockstar. I actually had to sue a salesman that called me every week, told me, don't call me, put my number on, do not call me, until I had to serve him and get him for $3,000. Okay. Now, let's go with Ryan's Rockstar's thing. Typically, most folks are not going to sue someone. So Ryan is definitely, Raylan, I think, is definitely different because I've never had anyone sue me. So that's really, really different. It's customer relationship management software. Akuna, that real life experience really saves your bacon. Baptism by fire prepared me well. Fake bitches. What's up, Tony and Tony? Sure thing, Carla. Oh, fake it until you make it, bitches. Today, I don't really think that is appropriate because it's just not going to work in a lot of areas. Let's put it this way. If you Google someone and you can't find out anything, doesn't that make your spotty senses go through the roof? There's got to be something out there. Robocalls are different than someone picking a live person. Another way that you could sell to businesses is fax them stuff. If you ever work for a company and you wake up in the morning, you go in the office in the morning, there's all these sales faxes. There's certain people, that's the only way you're going to reach people. But if they call from India or something, you can't do anything. Eton, Zuhu is good. Okay. I call my peeps personally. For mom, what's the best software to keep your accounting info? The best software to keep track of sales and losses. And it depends. Real simple. You can use I forget the name of it. It's pretty common, but that thing, whatever it is, I would say, what is that? It's Quicken QuickBooks. That pretty much do it. Okay, so it's good. Best combination of inventory management software that integrates. Okay. Gold mine's free on Pirate Bay. I knew someone would find it. Matthew Cam, I used to work at a survey call center. The same guy that would shout and hang up on you would do the survey the next week if he's in a better mood. Yep. I check people's stuff before I respond. Oh, Leroy, you can't fake it until you make it because everyone's a fact checker now. I mean, pretty much that's the reality. And a lot of people don't get that. That's why so many people who are lying about their education credentials, that I have a degree of stuff, all that stuff's online now. People are getting busted left and right. Mint is more, you could do business with Mint. I thought Mint was mostly personal. So I don't know. Like I said, my stuff is super simple right now. It's so simple that I don't have to use robust things. I mean, I can pretty much do it in Numbers, which is a Apple product. But that's my advice to you before you try to come online. And I know the hustler porn says you don't have to do this, but become really good at something before you try to sell the teaching of it. There are some people who can learn it and teach it. It happens. But you're going to have a much harder time than someone who's like me, I don't have, like when I create courses about certain things, I don't really have to do research because I did it for years. There was just things that I didn't create because I didn't know if the marketplace wanted them. So it makes a difference. Mint is an online accounting site. I thought it was for personal. I didn't. Is it for business? You know what? Let's find out since you're sharing. Because last time I used Mint, it was personal finance. It was not business finance. Yeah, it still looks like that. I don't see anything. This is all personal. This isn't business. So that's not going to work for a business. I would say sign up for it to get your personal stuff together because it's like track easy budgeting, free credit, alerts and advice, simple investment tracking. Yeah, see, okay, this isn't going to work for a business because recently I just had a client who opened up 5 checking accounts for one company. Then there's going to be another company, and there's going to be 2 checking accounts for that because that company is going to be opened up under that company. And this is not going to work. It is not going to work. So, but appreciate the shout. I appreciate you bringing that up because it can help people who are going to need it for personal. So that's cool. How do I plan my day? I write it out. I write out what I'm going to do that day, and I put numbers by it. I even have a course called The Power of 6. You can get it. It's at hustlerskungfudojo.com. So that's what I do. But to make it, whoa, holy moly, what the hell happened there? That's pretty interesting. But to make it really work for a business, hold on, I'm going to have to change some stuff. I'll be right back because that was crazy. My screen did something wild. All right, there we go. I think. All right, I may freeze for a second. All right, there it is. It's putting everything where it needs to be. But that's the whole thing, because with the physical pimping, now let's talk about digital pimping. Digital pimping is, with my consulting services, which is now Cameron Strode Media, LLC. That's totally different. That's me getting on the phone, working out deals with people, helping people with their businesses. That is a service model business. That's an agency. Then there's Hustlers Kung Fu, which is the online education. That's kind of becoming somewhat of a passive income. And it's different because it's hard to do those things if you've never done them for a long time. Someone can dedicate themselves maybe 6 months in a row where that's all they do and become really, really good at it and teach. But what I'm seeing, and the reason I call it hustlers porn, is I've started many companies and my first 5 companies failed. So with that, I have a different perspective on how easy or hard it is to build a company. I will say if you have really good skills in the real world and you jump online and you know how to market and sell, you probably do really well, really fast. So learning how to sell, learning how to market, I don't care if you learned it offline, online, those are really important skills that you can transfer all over the place. Now, digital pimping, because I was going to do courses and stuff, and I realized I was having a lot of problems because, I listen to you guys, guys in the marketplace. And what I was talking about writing ebooks, because everyone knows it takes time to write an ebook. It takes time to create a course. And I said, wait a minute, why does it take so much time? It's because they've never done it before. So I moved away from that because I would get a few customers, but it wasn't enough to make it really worth my while from the digital pimping thing. But when I do business development and video marketing, which is a component of Cameron Strode Media, is not something I'm probably going to teach at scale. I've got some projects that's going to come on, so it's going to be kind of like get to be behind the scenes, and I'm not going to do it on YouTube because you will be getting real actionable advice that I paid to get. So it'll be that. But the business development and of selling physical products is something that I've always done, even though I currently do not have a store. I don't sell any physical products at the moment, but I sold physical products at $1 million levels, what, 16 years? Hold on, let me think. 11 years. It wasn't 16. Let's see, my life changed 2000. So from 2000 to now is 17 years. So about a decade of selling physical products at a high level, because I've been doing this this is my, August will be the beginning of my 8th year on YouTube. So yeah, okay. I did it a long time, and that's all I did. And I did a lot of 12-hour days. I did some 20-hour days. I did 7-day weeks. That's what I was doing. And when you do that, you get this repository of all of this knowledge. But if you're just kind of like, I'm going to learn it so I can teach it, your learning pool and your knowledge base is really shallow, and you will have cracks when you're really challenged. And online, you will be challenged. I had someone challenging me about an LLC, and it was like, you don't need an EIN. And I was sitting there like, okay. And it was something about you didn't need an LLC to do certain things. Oh, to build business credit. Now, here's the rub with that. And I was cool. I didn't go off. I didn't put the hammer store on the person. But if you build your business credit off your social, which you can, there is no protection. There's no asset protection. None. Well, why would you do that? That's like putting a gun to your head and pulling the trigger and wondering why your head was blown off. Walmart just announced 1,000 jobs home this year. What do you mean? There's 1,000 jobs they're going to keep over here, or they're bringing back? I've been so busy, I haven't been able to keep up with all of the chatter, because a lot of this stuff that you're seeing in the news is distractions, intentional distractions, because it's just too much over the top, wow stuff where you're just like, whoa, it's like you're on this roller coaster. It's really interesting. Now, with the physical stuff, which is faster than digital pimping, you have a product or service like, my knife here. You sell these. If you can get them at a good price, which gives you good margin, you can make some money with this. And someone can go to your website or Amazon, plop down their credit card number and buy it from you, and then they get it, and it looks like this, and yeah, it's a knife. You're good. That's very easy to do now. The hard part of this is marketing. Buying this knife in scale, in wholesale, that's easy. You just go to the distributor and like, hey, I'll buy 1,000 of them. What's the best price you can give me? Ooh, 50 cents. Okay. So if you can get this for 50 cents and then sell it for 12, you've made a lot of money. You've got money through paid advertising, all kinds of stuff. But the hard part is the marketing. That's going to be the hardest part. Products are everywhere. They're everywhere. You're never going to inventory. I had a client, and this was really funny. And he needed some money. And I said, and I remember, I said, how fast can you replace your inventory? I already knew that inventory is everywhere. Inventory is not the problem. Customers and sales are the problem. And he says, probably in a week or about a month to rebuild. I said, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to liquidate. You're going to put everything on fire on sale, and you're going to run around your house and your warehouse like your hair is on fire every day. That's all you're going to do. Sell, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. $38,000 in a month. Cost of products was $8,000, and he still had product. And now that's become his business model. So you should build your credit under your business name. Yep. See, this is how the thing with business credit works. There's all of these, just like there's these, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and actually each one of those has a business credit database. This is the big thing. If you have business credit developed, and let's say you have $250,000 worth of credit lines under your business, then you have $150,000, $200,000 worth of credit lines under your name. So collectively, you have access to $500,000 worth of credit, right? But only this is going to show up under your personal, because your business credit, and the minute you create that entity called an LLC and then corporation or corporation, that's like a person. It's unto itself. And once you get that EIN, that's like a social security number. So even though you manage all of this, they're distinct and separate. And that's why these credit profiles don't show up on your personal. So if you got some stuff going on in your life and you don't want people all up in your business, and I know someone who did this, who wrecked his personal credit intentionally because his business credit was like at $500,000. He's like, if I need to buy a car, I buy it in business name. He had a situation. So all that stuff of trying to do everything under your social, that's either ignorance or fear, or a combination of both. Yes, credit can be built with an EIN for an LLC. Yep. What's up, Warrior? Tony Yang the P. Currently on the digital call center, which allows people to work from home, but having problems hiring. When you tell people they can work from home, they immediately think it's a scam. What you need to do, Tony, is interview people in person and pitch them like you doing them a favor. And then when you announce, I wouldn't even tell them about working at home. I wouldn't even have that in the interview process. I would physically interview people, because here's the thing, because I already know what you're doing. You're trying to hire people online and they're like, am I going to get paid? Who is this person? We're getting there where people are going to be hired online and never meet anyone. We're getting there, and there's a lot of people in the internet world who do it all the time. But folks who are still in the regular world, that's a hard sell. You meet them in person. Most of you, I know this is going to sound silly, but one of the hardest things that is for me is picking a name for a company. Many people struggle with that, and I tell all my clients, name it some. If you don't like it, rename it later. Walmart is not like, when you say Walmart, you don't like, ooh, that's so sexy. Oh, Walmart. If you provide good service, products, whatever, it doesn't really matter what your name is, unless you know it needs to have something that's congruent to your industry. No, Acuna. You can get business credit, but it's you will have no guarantees. And this is something else with business credit. Business credit, like if you owe you owe Wells Fargo 10 G's on the business credit card, they are coming after you, which means they're going to take your ass to court and sue you. So if you're a sole proprietor, your house, your car, your kids' stuffed toys, all of that can be seized and liquidated to pay off your debt. Whereas if you do it into an LLC and you properly situate the articles of incorporation of your LLC, then that can't happen, even if you go belly up, because you didn't go belly up, the company went belly up. Class 3 invest, okay. Yes, Life Warrior, that's the service business. For mom, you never started business on a loan, say money didn't start. I differ with Dave Ramsey and I differ with Mark Cuban on that. There are times like, okay, one of the reasons I push service businesses, these are businesses you can start with absolutely no money. And typically people who are looking to start businesses with no money is because they have no money. So start a service business to balance out. And then now, if you have a good business model, or let's say you worked for Hewlett Packard and you were the guy who created the printers, and then you went up a printing business, hell yeah, get loans. You already know the business, you know the players, you know how to sell it, you know the market. So it's different. There's no one answer that fits everybody. You're hiring people face to face. I don't know what how much are you paying for this job? Let's talk about that. Let's see, Bender, with 4.2 million employees combined, 1,000 employees is 2% good. Oh, I already said that was a shell game. When you look at the number of jobs that were lost 2006. It started in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have not replaced those jobs. What city are you in? Are you in New York or California? I'm just curious because there's something wrong, because there are people out there, let's see, work at home, make 12 bucks an hour. How many hours are they working? Are they working 8 hours, or are they only working part-time? Or is it you work an hour here and there? I don't know. I have not really looked at the rich dad, poor dad thing, because I think there's some good things in it, but it's very closely aligned to hustler porn. Louisiana? I don't know, man. It's like that's kind of, I don't know. I can't help you. I would have to look at more of that stuff. That's that's different. And oh yeah, to address this, I should have addressed it in the beginning. I mentioned it before. Cameron Strode Media is very different than what I was doing before. Typically, to work with me one-on-one, it's not going to be a one-off. There's some people that I made deals with where we'll get on the phone, and after they get their deals, it's over. But I'm 15,000 a month to work with. That's the floor. That's the floor, and it can go up to 50. And I do that because, and this is, for some of you who are deciding what kind of business you want to start, I don't like people. No, seriously, there's a lot of people I just don't like. I mean, there are people who throw money at me, and I'm just like, I don't like this motherfucker. And since my life path is happiness first, money second, so I would rather work with a handful of kick-ass people than a bunch of folks I barely can tolerate. So that was one of the things. So with my new pricing model and the things I'm doing, because I had one that was close to that, and we flipped over. And it just hit me. If I got 4 clients a month, that's a pretty good month. And it's just easier to manage. But the courses and stuff will still be going on and everything. And I will also probably do some boot camps where I'll come on live and you can ask your questions if you show up. If you missed a live session, your question, you won't, you're just gonna have to do the recorded stuff. Life Warrior, with all due respect, where do you differ from hustle porn? I don't see videos where you get steps. Life Warrior, can someone help me with Life Warrior? There's 900 videos on this channel with steps, and I know he hasn't watched it. See, this is the thing, and I'm going to go off a little bit, because when someone starts with that all due respect thing, that's usually bullshit. You haven't done the simplest thing. You haven't Googled me. I have books with steps that are very affordable. You haven't watched them. No, there's 1,200 videos on this channel. I know you haven't watched it because it would take you 8 fucking months. So if you're going to make that kind of question, I ask you to do your due diligence, which you clearly haven't. So that's how I differ. I give steps. If you watch how to start a service business, I've had people watch that video and take action and make anywhere from $700 to $3,000 a month. And I've mentioned that video several times with you on the streams, and you haven't watched it. Can you file for a business license at any time? Yeah. We offer part-time and full-time with up to 70 hours a week. We recently started charging directions and started working with Dart to target start. I don't know what your problem is, man. It sounds like something that's really good. Melissa V, are you kidding? Okay, thank you, Kayla. Yeah, I know I'm right. See, this is one of the things when I get jackasses like you who come on and ask these stupid questions and don't do fundamental research. See, I'm not mad at you for asking a question. I'm mad at you for not doing any research. If you did a minute of Googling, you wouldn't have asked that question. And this is a good point to make why you must consistently market. You must market, 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 because people are fucking lazy. So you have to literally spoon feed it to them. Sounds. I feel the same way. People can make serious money away or pay up. Focus, rookie. No, I can tell you haven't looked at my videos. Research this video, silly man. YouTube search. Yeah, you did insult me. And see, the thing is, this is you and a lot of other people who come from this position of prove to me that you can help me when you are not working as hard to help yourself. I'm going to put this out here. If you would go online and pick one thing and research the shit out of it and start to do it, you would make money for free. But many people are fucking lazy. I appreciate, see, I like this chat room. How to start a business fast playlist. Warrior Hustler Pointers, where they say you make crazy money for doing a little work. With all due respect, I'm about to disrespect you. That's kind of like, you stupid as fuck. LOL. Your mom is a dumbass. LOL. Yeah, that's one of those things. Thank you, Diana. Yep. I know, right? Let's see. Yep, you can do that. Cash flow is another story. Some companies lose money in the first few years, others make money from day one. It all depends on your business and the efforts you make to incorporate it. Chris W. This is why I keep saying service business. You can go to the, how to start a service business. Now, here's the thing. Service business work is hard work. Sometimes it's shit work. Cleaning people's houses, washing cars and stuff like that. It's hard fucking work. But and you're trading time for dollars. But if you have no money, and it's the easiest thing to get into. And then once you build after a year or two and you want to do something else, then you can leap. It's just so many people are trying to go from nothing to something with no substance. Show them your kung fu. Faman, that's something else. The best products to sell is products that can make people more lazier than they are. I gotta say there's a lot of truth in there because a lot of people really don't want to put forth effort. Black E-Fund, and that's how most of us build wealth off people being lazy. Service businesses. And Kuna, thanks. Joshua Hill, best 3 tips to get a freelance graphic website hustle off the ground. Go out and get some clients and make it. See, this is something new that I'm gonna do because a lot of people who kind of come in and come at me, they expect for me to go back and forth with them. But I put this out with the last person who was trolling, and I said I'm just gonna turn the chat room on them. And I'm telling you, it seems that when that happens, people it ain't just me talking shit to Glendon, it's me talking shit to Hustler Nation, and it don't feel so good. And I'm gonna do more of that because the thing is, a lot of these simple questions are easily found out by a simple Google search. I'm all over Google. You can go to Amazon and look, there's dates. I don't control shit on Amazon. You can go to my videos here on YouTube. The dates, I can't control that. Let's see. Someone already answered that. How much cash? You don't really need. You can start an LLC this morning. You don't need cash flow. An LLC is a entity used to protect and control something. It's not about the cash flow. At the same time, the game's to be sold, not told. So it's funny. Class 3 Invest. What is some of your best advice on how to keep taking action in the right direction of team and self-branding? First thing is find some shit you really want to do. This I see is a struggle for many people. They will watch the hustler porn and they'll like, well, I'll become a social media manager. Now that's a service business. And if you have a great personality and you like engaging with people online, that could be a great hustle or business for you. But when I realigned myself last year, because I did a lot of testing, and then I did the whole giveaway stuff for free fiasco and some other stuff, and I went back to my core. It's like, what the fuck do I like doing? I like creating businesses. I like talking about businesses. Everyone's doing this, and do I want to do Facebook? No, I really don't want to post bullshit articles on my Facebook fan page just to please Facebook. I don't want to do that shit. So it's like, okay, what are you really good at? I'm good at YouTube and I'm good at business. And so I'm going to talk about business on YouTube, and I'm not going to do, this whole be everywhere, be on Twitter and Snapchat and Periscope and all that stuff will drive you fucking crazy. So I focused on what makes me happy, talking about business, helping people who are helping themselves. If you're a lazy fucker, I don't really want to deal with you. But if you're somebody that's really hustling, you're out there trying to make it happen, I'm on your team. And it's working. It's really working. My channel here, it has way less views per month than it used to because the changes with YouTube and some other stuff. And I had to ask myself, do you want to create videos to suit YouTube, or do you want to create videos to make yourself happy? I chose happiness. So yeah, my numbers are down, but my cash is up. And that's the most important metric. So I'm happier now. I was happy last year. I'm happier now. So that's the thing. Find something you like to do and do it better than anyone else. I'm on the same wavelength you on how you think, and that's what keep me tuned in. Thanks, Akuna. James Milton, get 30 days 2,500. Appreciate that. It's like how people get mad at YouTube what I've sold on eBay videos. Yeah, you would get some people that would try to find those items, but 9% of the time they won't. Pharaoh, I've watched his videos and applied his techniques, and they work if you work it. Cool. You keep it real, Glenn. Just buying your first 2 books, you can make money. Yep, that's pretty true. Ditto, 30 days to 2,500. And the $25 hustle is brutal and bloody effective as all get out. Google me, baby. Fiber love. That's funny. Stella, do you think these podcasts capture and keep people attention more regular than visual videos, or does it mainly depend on the content? Podcast depends upon the audience. If you notice, a lot of business podcasts do better than business channels. I've studied this. My business channel did look at them. There's only like a handful of, seriously, not even 100 business channels out of the millions of YouTube channels that really get any traction. That's why you have people who do hustler porn, because hustler porn gets you more views, but I'm about conversions. I'm getting less views, but I'm getting more conversions. And the reason is the quality of the audience has gone up. So I'll keep riding that pony. I'll keep riding that money. It's like less views, but more money. Huh? How'd that happen? So podcasts are totally different crowd. See, all of these mediums are different. Like my videos, the reason I'm doing these, it's a show, really. It's really a show. Is there's interaction because you're here in real time. A podcast, which you can learn a lot from, is for someone who's busy. Salespeople listen to podcasts in their cars. I got friends. She listens to the podcast before she goes to bed every night. So that's a whole different medium and audience, and it's based like business content does much better with podcasts than other stuff, because there will be a podcast. I just haven't defined the date because I have other stuff that's going on. I'm a star, Dre, bro. I feel you. Gave up on Facebook, bro. I had my account locked last night because some ass reported me as an imposter. All my business pages are trashed until I get support, aka never. Wow. I've heard that they've gotten really crazy because I'm on Facebook personally, and like my personal page, I'm not going to promote my business on my personal page because I had created this page and I was going to play the Facebook game, and I just didn't like it. And I know Facebook is this and all the data and ads and all this other stuff, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, and I didn't want to just keep posting bullshit, and my heart wasn't in it. And I was like, you know what? Don't fucking do it. And then they deleted they unpublished the one page I have, and I don't have much else. And also, Facebook's going to start running ads in groups. That's something else I didn't like. So I was just like, damn. And I know it's crazy, but I'm just not at the moment fucking with Facebook at all on anything. My personal page is full of fuckery. I posted some stuff about bison the other day, and the mattress I gave away last night, and just shits and giggles, shit to laugh about. I've been doing lots of marketing of my resale shop on Facebook. I invite folks to the shop instead of people. Want all types of dimensions of photos, lots of photos. Anyone else experiences? Okay, here's the thing with those people. Okay, ignore them. And this is why. When someone will ask me the dimensions of a dining room table, or they want specifics on a certain size. All right, most rooms, bedrooms, they're standard widths, like small house, bedrooms are 9x9. Medium-sized house, they're going to be 10x10 or 10x12. Bigger house, they're going to be like 12x14. The master bedroom is going to be like 20x50. They're just standard dimensions. And furniture has standard dimensions. So unless they're doing some custom shit where they're going to slide it in a nook, and you really don't want to deal with that picky motherfucker, he needs to make his own shit. Ignore him, because they're not going to buy. Because you're going to go there, you're going to pull out your tape measure, and you're like, their dimensions. Oh, thanks. It doesn't work, but thank you for your help. Ignore them. Ignore them. Because, I mean, it's just, you will drive yourself crazy. I never heard of Black Book. I didn't even know it existed. D. Wilson, what's up, G? Appreciate the truth about business and social media. Kuna, happy as fuck. People like photos. Sure thing. Broderick, are there any books on the hindbrain? I'm going to do some stuff a little different with Uncivilized Profits. There's this thing I want to do, and I'll ask, what it's going to be is a personal development program, because I'm a big believer in personal development. I talked about meditation the other day. It will include that, and it will include some game, because game isn't only for dating. Game is also for sales. And probably like something like this, a live session, and I'm probably will accelerate it. Instead of one a week, I'll just power through it. Like I'll have a day and I was like, okay, there'll be 3 sessions. Each session will be different. It won't be the same session 3 times. It won't be in there recorded stuff. It'll be like, this is a live session with live interaction 3 times in one day, and then they'll be recorded, and then you can get through access to the recordings. And just do it in a week versus stretching it out. So if anyone's interested in something like that, just put a 100 in the comments, and if I get like 30 100s, I'll do it. Because this will talk about the hindbrain. This will talk about messaging. I went to a seminar. I'll even tell you, it's called Vid Summit. If you heard of Daryl Eves, I went out there for a week, and I learned. And this is what's funny. All of the people came with value. Everybody came with value. But I met other people who, there's this dude named Joseph, and we keep missing each other, but if I can get him on the channel, I will. And he's a messaging guy. He talks about messaging. So I talked to him 4 times. And everything that we talked about, I employed and it worked. So there'll be some stuff like that. So if you are interested in that, call it maybe because this messaging is very important with marketing because, all right, you can go out and plop down your credit card and spend 10 G's on Facebook ads or 10 G's on Google display ads. With the wrong messaging, you just poured your money on the ground. So messaging is very, very important. So that would be into it. And I would kind of make it part of Uncivilized Profits because that's where it would fit, but it'll be a live boot camp. And if you already bought Uncivilized Profits, you'll get it because it just makes sense to put the recorded sessions there. So if you already bought Uncivilized Profits, you'll get it. I love your courses because you keep it real, straight talk, no chaser. Appreciate that. Monica, sounds like people are used to shopping at eBay. Put your most expensive items on your site with tons of pictures. This channel is for people that watch porn and really get into the storyline. The sex is just a bonus. I've watched many of your videos as well. I think you're one of the most brilliant motherfuckers I've ever had the pleasure of listening to. So thanks. I appreciate that. Keep it 100 G for those of those who don't. Welcome to G-verse. Love the course never broke. G-Town, he's smiling. I remember your podcast on Gumroad. Carl Sneed, welcome. Know several people who've had their Facebook page locked this week. You warned them. I've heard about that. Boyce and some other people. This is my thing. And this goes back to my early eBay days. I was an eBay advocate. I had my little keychain. I went to eBay Live. I was like, my partner, she just looked at me, eBay, eBay, eBay. I was like, we making money, babe. eBay, eBay. Then they pulled the switchblade on me. Woke up, my ads were gone. Went to PayPal, your funds are being held. I was like, what the fuck? And the reason I took it, I still take it personal, I didn't do anything wrong. And everyone's like, well, you know, when we're talking about it in the e-commerce group, I'm not going to say, everyone was just like, that's you. I'm not going to take your word for it. And then years later, the same shit happened to them. Ha, 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 ha. And and it happened twice. So I am real gun shy about putting all of my eggs and stuff in a basket because I didn't get depressed because I didn't have the time to get depressed. I had to make it do what it needed to do. And that experience prompted Pimping Craigslist for fun and profit because we were selling a lot of stuff on Craigslist, but I was like, we had all this product, we need money, I gotta sell this stuff. And I started developing my Craigslist techniques. So it led to making more money, but still that feeling of waking up and your money's locked up and you can't make money and you're emailing and the reps are snooty and shit. So yeah. MStacks, closing my Amazon account as we speak because my percentage is relatively standard, even though I'm very low volume. They want to hold your money for 2 weeks longer. I heard about that. Oh, Jen. Somebody's in the stream. I'm going to read this. When I create an LLC, should I consult with a lawyer or just use a service like LegalZoom? Here's something that happened recently. I know someone that paid a lot of money. I'm not going to put the amount out. And then part of my services for that client was to create LLCs. There's actually probably going to be 4 more. And I did it, and they were just shocked at how cheap it was and how fast it was. So here's my advice to you. Go to the Secretary of State of your state and research what it takes to start an LLC. If you spend 3 or 4 hours of research, you could probably do it yourself for $100 without an attorney. Or if you guys want me to put together, well, actually, the Fat Cat Profits, I will break that down in there. Carol, you're the greatest. Well, thanks. Switched over the Black Book. I have to check it out. I didn't even know it was around. Austin, Art Austin, FFB is a schoolyard playground. Eventually you graduate to bigger and better, aka where the money's at. Can't stand people asking me any questions. Ryan, LegalZoom actually doesn't help you. Legally, they just give you the tools to help you out. Fill out the forms, but no legal advice. Bro, are you on the Trump train? Are you on the Trump train, honey? Trump train? Apparently, another person who has not seen my videos. Go to Donald Trump won. What you can do about it. There's a few videos that will give you some insights on that. Oh, I know that's what you've been doing. That's I could this I went through this years ago. When someone will ask you for the dimensions, Monica, of a coffee table that's going to sit in the middle of the room, you're dealing with a crazy motherfucker. And they're typically 99% of the time are not going to buy. So that one person that you don't give that stuff for who doesn't buy, it's really not going to hurt you. I don't know who these people are who need these dimensions. I don't know what kind of spatial abstract concept they got going on, but the average dining room table is 72 feet long, which is 6 feet long. The average office desk, this desk is 72 inches long. There's a reason, because of standards help manufacturers create packaging, display. There's a lot that go into it. And that's why when I see these people, oh, make my head hurt just thinking about it. Jones, I'm gonna give you a warning. You're looking like a troll, and if I see any more stuff like that, you're gone. I'm waiting for the channel spam. Tony, my page is for Orchard, but you can message me. I will give you the number. All right, y'all do that. Okay, I finally started my channel. Everything Glenda said was dead on. The truth. Do the freaking work. All due respect, Glenda's stuff is legit. Appreciate it. There's 1, 2. All righty then. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know what's up with that. Somebody had to get kicked out of the stream. That was crazy. All right, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Dominic Taylor, any advice on hiring a good CPA for a gray area hustler like me that hadn't filed taxes over in 10 years, has untraceable income, is trying to go legit? I need someone trustworthy but willing to. Okay, I can't give you any advice on that. I'm just going to tell you a little story real quick. If you have not filed taxes in that long and no one's coming after you, you might just want to start from scratch in a new year. That's what someone I know did. I can't say if that's right or not. I can say that if you go ahead and file all of those returns for 10 years, you're going to get bent over. So, all right, Broderick 7. Bend the rules a little. That's funny. So you think it's important to be in front of the camera to market products? Nope. Is it possible for promote to be successful with audio promotion only? Yep. You've heard of radio, right? Radio makes a lot of money and sells a lot of products. I'm learning. I'm comfortable creating audio. Podcasts. There's some people with podcasts who gets $100,000, $300,000 sponsors. Kayla, I delete the trolls. Yeah, I'm just saying I would not even have that conversation. I would just incorporate and start filing taxes this year. That's just me. The name of the summit is, I'll actually show it to you. See, I'll actually give it to you because you got to get on a plane. Ticket's going to be like $700 and you got to fly and get a hotel. It cost me what, $2,500? Hold on a second. I'll show it to you. Because they're trying to get more people there because there was like maybe 300. Let's see. Actually, is it already booked for 2017? Let's see. Yeah, he hadn't done it. So yeah, this is what I went to. I learned a lot. I learned a ton of stuff. It was well worth it. And I will be there again this year. So if you're going, we can meet up. But it's Vid Summit. Let's see, let's go here. Let's go to, yeah. You can go here and, well, they took it all down. Let's see. But that's it. If you're into video marketing, this is the place to be. I can tell you the people, that commercial with the chick Goldilocks and the purple mattress, the guy who created that was there. The guy who created the pooping, the pooping unicorn. It's a unicorn. Yeah, he was there. He's funny as hell. I actually met all of these guys. That's the one I went to because I remember the shirt. It's if you're in the video marketing, this is really new because it's social media marketing, it's video marketing. There's a lot to it because part of it is I went because there aren't a lot of people like me who make money you doing videos. So I went to talk to people, and it was just like, hey, these are my people. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, that thing. I didn't even know that was going down with Facebook. I just knew what they did to me. The one group just was deleted. I don't even know why I was deleted. I never got a message and nothing. It just disappeared and never came back. I said, okay. I started another group. It disappeared for 3 days. Then it came back, and I said, I'm out. That's just because this is the problem with that. When they delete your group, people automatically assume that you did something wrong. I mean, that's the narrative. It's like you did something wrong, and it gets out, and it can harm your reputation, and you've done nothing, and they don't tell you anything. So I was like, I'm not playing this. I immediately thought about you with my Facebook. People think because I'm so honest about this, because a lot of people won't tell you about their fuck ups and failures like I will. People think that I was bullshitting about this stuff and things that I talked about 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and people are like, oh, Glendon just did some stuff. Glendon's a criminal and all this other stuff. Then people who all of a sudden start getting their shit locked and getting their selling limits reduced, all this stuff, they're like, and then when I like say I told you, they don't want to talk about it because there ain't nothing worse than having to admit, man, if I had listened to you, this shit wouldn't happen. They don't want to admit that shit. They just want to act like I never told them. My friend has $3,000 in PayPal. He called BBB on PayPal. They're different now. They're much different than they used to be. We're not talking about stocks in this one, Joshua. And just for the record, I don't have any stocks. I own none, so I can't. Because that's something that I get a lot of sponsors. It's like, hey, you can talk about stock, day trading. That's like, I don't do that shit. I don't even believe in it. I know someone I know a few people that day traded and did really well, but all of them were wealthy before they started day trading. The one I know who's the most successful, her father was a land developer. She married a husband who unfortunately died, and they built this $50 million real estate empire. She day trades for blow money. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm not in that world, so I can't say negative. It's just for me, I make more money doing this than I know all the folks I know who day trade. So I'm gonna stick with the horse that's winning. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody else like that. Lowy, you are so funny. April Hunter, should the LLC be set up for the state where you live or the state where the work takes place? All right, here's how it works. If the LLC should be in the state where the business is taking place, because if you live in like Georgia and then your business is in say Virginia, if you have assets and you don't have to go to a bank, you could probably get away with it. But if you have to have banking in that state, the bank's going to like, oh, we can't do this because you're a foreign entity and you need to file as a foreign entity. So yeah, you need to do it in the state where the business takes place, unless you have an internet business, but that's a whole different conversation. It's called Similar Web, Chris. Yeah, they're kind of funny. They don't even come to the store. Lazy shopping is best. Those people are weird, Monica. I'm trying to tell you, don't just ignore them. It's not worth it. I want to get in your class, but don't have the money. What should I do? Okay, have a garage sale. Take all the shit in your house that you do not use, do not need, do not want, and sell it. And set up and do this. Matter of fact, I'll do this freebie for folks because I can do this. Road, and I'm gonna change it. Oh crap! I gotta log in. I forgot. Let's see. Typically, I keep all my accounts logged in, so I don't have to do this because I hate it. Because probably have like 50 damn accounts between all the email accounts and the other stuff. But let's see. Hold on a second. Just bear with me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And this is only for the folks who are at the live stream. If you're not on the live stream, you're not going to get this because the price is going to go back up to something. Once I get in here, I may start buffering. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? How to make $1,000 to $2,000 at your next garage sale. This will give you all that stuff. And for the stream, I'm going to make it 0. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right. So right now it is 0, and this is for Carol or anyone else that wants it. Once the stream is over, it's that link that I just put in there. That's the count. That's this. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you. Because that's one of the reasons I do this. Wirecast, you have to set all this stuff up in advance. I can do this stuff on the fly. So this is what it's going to be. This is currently free for the live stream only. If you didn't come live, do not email me later trying to get this book because I will ignore you like bad breath. I will ignore you. No, I actually run from bad breath. But yeah, right now it's in the stream. Get it. It can help you. Just if you want to be part of this next thing, go around your house, sell all the bullshit you don't need, don't want, don't like, and you can get the money. All right. Black, you on G deals with business and making money while I know since been following you all these years. All this is trash. Appreciate that. Leroy, Glendon, you're the truth. I use your pimping Craigslist for reselling. Had to get both rent for Peachtree Pellers. Shout out to my Georgia resellers. Got out of resale business too saturated. Sure thing, Tony. Thank you, Douglas. Andrew D. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal. Ron, it's funny. They delete your group, but I've been in anime shit posting group and they haven't been around for 2 or 3 years. I know there are porn groups that have been on Facebook that they don't touch. It's the weirdest thing. But if you talk about politics or something, oh, they're on your ass. Great thing, business meeting. Yeah, it is. It was for business. Definitely. What's up, Discover TV? Let me go back. VidQ is extremely helpful. Apple Upload. Yep, that's it. Pretty much. Glendon, when I hear you speak about being in a very low state in your life, how did you get to know so many rich people? I need to get into that circle. It came from business. When you have a business and you do the full Monty, because there are many people who keep tribalism keeps them where they are. You got guys who are in the hood who make $1 million a year, but they trying to rip, whatever. Okay. You got to move not only your business, but your physical location. Because one of the reasons I live where I live is I can run into someone at the McDonald's I could possibly do a business deal with, because mostly it's high-level executive business owners. It's decision makers. Just get to the bro. It's folks who can make a decision to do something. Whereas you meet other folks who are part of the decision-making chain. You've got a business and you need to become a leader in the business. You need to start getting out. You need to start talking to people. It just came as a natural occurrence of doing business. I got to meet the guy who owns Peachtree Towers, like if you know One Peachtree Center, because I was, when my guys were doing an install, and usually in the Class A building, you have to do installs between 7 and 6 in the morning because they don't want you disrupting or making noise to disturb their tenants. So I was there. Dude comes in, hey, I own the building. That happened because I was, doing business. So you got to get out more. Oh, okay. Nonprofit. How do you know which app is good? Get Pimping Craigslist. That'll help you align with that. Sure thing, David. Let's see. Thanks, Black E Fun. Yeah, it's pretty. Delaware has special business courts, but there's other things. What's up, Jonathan? The YouTube thing is still up in Gumroad. The YouTube for Business book, and I'm gonna do something special to those folks. YouTube changed the rules. That's why it just didn't go forward because you wouldn't have been able to really do anything with that book. Then you're good, David. Jay Judge, people move to new countries to become successful. You can't move out the hood for success. Scratching my head. I mean, hey, um, part of this thing is I have a lot of stuff that is real sensitive, and part of it is if someone got into my keychain, because I got things that I don't care about where they just auto sign in, and also I turn my computer off. Whenever I turn it off, it logs me out of everything. So I have to go in and relog everything in, which is pain in the ass. Sure thing, Carol. So let's see. Just put the because once the stream is over, that deal's gone. Let's see. Where are we on time? Oh, we've been rolling hard today. I didn't even notice. We're like an hour and a half. All right, I got work to do. Nope, you don't need to get with me because there's some stuff that's going to go down very soon. All right, so I'm getting ready to bounce. We're going to get another lovely session. So do this. Share this video with someone you care about. Be sure to subscribe, like, and if you need the never broke action pack because you won't be broke, it's on the video, get that. And I'm out.